Hey everyone, and welcome! So today, we're going to get into one of my favorite cards in the tarot deck, the Page of Cups. Now this card is all about messages, but we're not talking about texts or emails here, nope. These messages come from somewhere way deeper, right from your heart. So, you ready? Let's get into it! So, let's just start with this question right here. Think about it for a second. Your emotions, they're always sending you signals, right? But the real question is, are you actually listening? The Page of Cups, well, it's the card that basically taps you on the shoulder and says, hey, you might want to tune in. So, who is this Page of Cups anyway? Well, think of this page as a special kind of messenger, one that comes straight from your subconscious. It's basically the voice of your inner child, that curious, super sensitive, and wildly creative part of you. And when this card pops up in a reading, oh, you better believe a brand new emotional chapter is just around the corner. All right, first up, let's talk about what this card means when it shows up upright. I kind of think of this as the open heart position. It's all about being totally open and ready for all the amazing emotional possibilities that life is literally sending your way. And just look at this list. What's so amazing here is how incredibly positive it all is. I mean, we're talking happy news, romantic proposals, reconnecting with your inner kid, even a boost in your psychic abilities. It's just a beautiful sign that your kindness, your creativity, and your whole emotional world are about to blossom. Okay, so if love is on your mind, pulling this card is basically a giant green light from the universe. Seriously, it almost always means some really happy news is coming your way. Maybe it's a new admirer you didn't see coming, or maybe your current relationship is about to get even deeper. The message is simple: follow your heart. And this really shows you the whole journey, right? The Page of Cups can show up right at the beginning, like when you get that first little crush on someone. But then, that can blossom into a full-on proposal, maybe an engagement, or even news about a pregnancy or a birth. It's just the ultimate card for beautiful, fresh starts in love. Now, what about your career? Well, the page usually brings some good news here too. Could be that job offer or promotion you've been hoping for, but it also comes with a little nudge. It's kind of asking, hey, are you just wishing for a better career, or are you actually doing something about it? The key is to take all that amazing, dreamy energy and put it into real-world action. And that good vibe doesn't stop there. It totally extends to your health and your spiritual life. When it comes to health, it could be a sign of good news, like getting great test results back. And spiritually, whoa, this is a huge sign that your intuition is kicking into high gear. So for real, pay extra attention to your dreams right now. They might have some major messages for you. All right, so let's flip this around. What happens when the Page of Cups shows up reversed? This is when things get a little tricky. I like to call this the blocked channel. It's basically when all that wonderful intuitive energy gets stuck. It's either being ignored or it's coming out in a really immature way. I mean, look at the difference here. The contrast with the upright card is just wow. Instead of happy news, you've got bad news and broken dreams. Instead of emotional growth, you've got immaturity and old childhood stuff coming back to haunt you. It's a pretty clear signal that something in your emotional world is way out of whack. And this really breaks down the two sides of the coin when it comes to love. Upright, you have all these promises of romance and maturity. But reversed, it's a warning. We're talking heartbreak, endless drama, jealousy. And you really have to watch out for being charmed by a classic heartbreaker type who, let's be honest, does not have your best interest at heart. Yeah, the reversed page is a huge red flag for emotional immaturity. And we're not just talking about being a little silly or childish. No, this can be about some pretty destructive stuff. Acting out because you're hurt, which can lead to jealousy, being vindictive, or just stirring up drama to get noticed. It's really a call to take a hard look at where that insecurity is coming from. So when it comes to your job and your money, the reversed page is basically saying, proceed with caution. You might get some disappointing news about a job or a promotion, and if you haven't been acting with total integrity, well, that could come back to bite you. And with your finances, it's a super clear signal to put the brakes on any reckless spending. Time to save for that rainy day, for sure. And what about your health? This card asks a really tough but important question. It might be pointing to some bad habits, sure, but more often than not, it's about avoidance. Sticking your head in the sand about some health issue because you're scared of what you might find out. But that's not going to make it disappear, right? The reversed page is a plea to face it head on, like the adult you are. Okay, so we've seen the bright side and the not so bright side of this card. Let's pull it all together now. What is the big takeaway? What is the Page of Cups actually trying to say? And this is really the heart of it. The Page of Cups isn't just some fortune-telling card that predicts good things or bad things, not at all. It's a mirror. It's literally just holding up a mirror to your inner world, showing you how you're connecting or not connecting with your intuition, your creativity, and that inner child. Whether it's upright or reversed, it's just showing you what's going on inside.
So, at the end of the day, think of the Page of Cups as a prompt, a little notification from the universe telling you it's time to check in with yourself. So ask yourself, are you feeding your creative side? Are you actually paying attention to your gut feelings? And maybe most importantly, how are you treating your own heart?
And really, it all comes down to this one question. That sensitive, curious, joyful part of you, your inner child, is trying to send you a message right now. And whether that message feels like happy news or a tough warning, that all depends on one thing. Are you willing to listen? So, what's your inner child trying to tell you?